Hi Bears, I'm Mr. Cerner reporting from the BTV studio. Today is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. Let's take a look at today in history. On this day in 2012, President Barack Obama and challenger Mitt Romney faced off in the third and final presidential debate, which focused on foreign policy. Observers believed Obama won this debate. On that note, the second and final 2020 presidential debate will take place tonight. So Bears, those of you who are 18 years old and who registered to vote, be sure to watch. Then get out and do your civic duty. Your voice is your vote. Yes, early voting in Texas in person began last week, with Texas leading the nation with more than 4 million ballots cast so far. Only 12 days remain until November 3rd's Election Day, the day many more Americans will vote in the 2020 presidential and local elections. Remember, your vote counts, so let's get out to vote. See, even our BTV Bear has already voted. Our very own avid teacher, Mr. Felipe Lopez, who anchors BTV from time to time, wants you to know St. Mary's University will offer on-the-spot admissions on November 2nd from 11:50 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Use a QR code on his flyer to sign up for a 10-minute time slot. Be sure to include your first name and last name and student email address. You must have applied to St. Mary's prior to your appointment. You also need to email Mr. Lopez your transcript, resume, or test scores by October 29. For more information, contact him at felipe.lopez@nisd.net. Unity Day, the signature event for National Bullying Prevention Month, was yesterday. It was a day for people to unite for kindness, acceptance, and inclusion to create a world without bullying. So, did you wear orange as a call to action to raise awareness? If so, did you take a photo and share it on social media with #UnityDay2020? I hope you did. Also remember that October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so continue wearing pink. Our number 3 Bears continued winning on Saturday night in a decisive way. The Bears rattled off a 26-14 win against the number 4 Reagan Rattlers. Our Bears ended the first half 14-7. They added 6 more in the third quarter and put up 6 in the fourth, ending the night with 239 total yards. Way to go, wide receiver Jalen Spells, for your 2 TDs and 175 receiving yards. And way to go, Ashton Dubose, for taking it in from the 1-yard line for a touchdown and also tossing up a third 3-yard TD pass to Avron Carter. The Bears face Stevens at Ferris Stadium at 7 p.m. this coming Friday. Get your tickets early because stadium capacity is limited. And remember, put your health screening on your phones. It's an easy thing to do. Also, Bears, remember, for those of you returning to campus, don't forget to complete the health screening before entering the building. Please remember to fill out the form. And yes, save it to your phones. We have to fill one out also. Remember face coverings and social distancing. Those are 2 of the most effective ways to help reduce the risk of spreading and also contracting the COVID virus, which is still very much a risk. Also, no off-campus lunch is allowed this year, and no food deliveries will be allowed either. Remember to look for an administrator to seat you in the cafeteria. Then you go to the food lines. You have to remain seated during lunch and cannot walk around. And you can only remove your mask while eating. Sorry about that, guys. It was a rough night for Lady Bears, who lost to Warren 3-0 this past Tuesday in their volleyball game. They have a few days off and face Stevens next Tuesday, October 27, at 7 p.m. at the Harlem District Gym. Get out and support them. Remember, seating is limited, so get your tickets early for this volleyball game. And remember to have what? Your health screening on your phones. Red Ribbon Week begins Monday, so wear red on that day. On Tuesday, wear boots. Wednesday is Twin Day, and Thursday is Disney Day. And yes, you can do it at home too. Wrap up the week by wearing pink to support our Bears versus Warren in the annual Pink Out game. On that note, let's take a look at a counselor-produced announcement about self-care.
Morning, Brennan Bears. My name is Miss Westbrook, and I'm one of your counselors. We're here today to talk about Red Ribbon Week 2020. Red Ribbon Week is October 26th through the 30th, and this year we're going to learn about self-care. There's been a lot of talk during 2020 about self-care. Are you taking care of yourself during this COVID time? Are you living a drug-free lifestyle?
S is for sleep.
S is for sleep. So vital sleep we know or proper sleep is just vital to a healthy lifestyle. And what we want to think about is getting good sleep without the need of chemicals or other drugs. Sleep helps repair our bodies to be ready for another day. Sleep helps to improve concentration and memory. And so you really want to think about, why is it dangerous to rely on drugs to fall asleep? You can become dependent on a drug, and then it can be very difficult to sleep without that sleep aid. So we really encourage you to try to get good sleep without the need of, any sort of drugs or alcohol or other, interventions. Pro tip, you're going to sleep better if your cell phone is not in your room. Charge that phone in another room, and you'll get some good sleep.
E is for exercise.
B is for exercise. Exercise really benefits our bodies and our mind. Exercise can uplift your mental health and, just simple things, riding your bike, going for a walk with a family member, a sibling, or a friend. Exercise helps to promote, some of those chemicals in our brain that do combat depression and low self-esteem. And so it's a great way to produce those natural healthy chemicals and make us feel great.
L is for love.
L is for love. When we think about self-care, we want to think about those healthy, trusted relationships that we have in our lives. Who is the trusted adult in your life? Is it your parent, a teacher, a coach? Make sure you take some time to identify who in your life you could go to when you need support. And then we also want to think about our healthy friendships. Healthy friendships are not going to ask you to make risky decisions. Healthy friendships are not going to ask you to skip school and, maybe use drugs or alcohol. And so it's important to, nurture those healthy friendships and help provide support for maybe some of your friends who are struggling. And lastly, F is for fun. There are always fun things to do that don't involve risky behaviors. Vaping, drug use, skipping school, those types of things, they never end well. We need to know that if your friends are asking you to make risky decisions, well, there are adults in your life who are here to listen and here to help. So, get in on this. Tweet us your hashtag drug-free fun at counseling BFND. We want to see, what are you guys doing for some drug-free fun? Because we know you are. So this Red Ribbon Week, let's focus on self-care and know that your Brennan counselors are always here to support you as you live a drug-free lifestyle.
Well, this is all I have for today. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at BTV Bears. And if you missed any part of this broadcast, catch us on YouTube by searching for BTV Bears. If you have any announcements for BTV, please email me, Mr. Cerna, at fernando.cerna@nisd.net. I'm Mr. Cerna, signing off from BTV. Stay safe and stay engaged in your learning. Have a great day, Bears.
This is a BTV production.